Hello, this is T. Welcome to my channel. So, I'm going to give you some information on how crystal healing feels. So, as you can see, there is a double terminated crystal point here and two letters on the opposite sides of it. So, the double terminated crystal is a clear quartz crystal and it is a master healer crystal. What that means is that it's able to heal all of your chakra areas. So basically, it can heal your whole body. With it being double terminated, the energy is able to flow on the opposite side. So the reason why I'm using two letters on each side of the crystal is because that's where I want the direction of energy to go. I want it to go to people whose name starts with the letter A or S. When you work with energy, you can direct it pretty much anywhere, and you don't have to be near a person to direct the energy to them. You're able to direct the energy to people, places, or things that you are not near. It's similar to Reiki. What it comes down to is you just have to have the connection with the divine, and you have to seek out the permission from the divine to use the healing energy because there is energy in the crystal, but if there isn't a connection to the divine, it will be very hard for you to fully immerse yourself in this process. So, what you'll do is, like I said, you'll get the permission from the divine first. Once you get it, then you will work on yourself. And the way that you'll do that is you will focus your intention on what it is that you want to heal. You may want to heal yourself or you may want to heal someone. And if you want to heal a person, you have to think of what area on that person that you want to heal. You can heal the whole body if that's what you choose to do. But I found that when you heal each part of the body in a single manner, it makes it easier to later go and heal the whole body because each part of the body requires a different type of healing. So, for instance, if you want to heal your crown chakra or your head, you will, like I said, you will seek out the permission from the divine and then you will make sure that you work out whatever types of thoughts or different things that you feel about this person because you want to be genuine about how you feel so that when you direct the energy to the person that it will be the right type of energy. So for instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on somebody with the first name letter A, right? Like Alan or Amber. And I'm going to think of the place that I want to heal this person. And say, for instance, I want to heal her head. So I'm going to ask the divine to help me to do this because you can't do it without help, as I said. I'm going to really focus my attention on healing this person. And I'm going to do away with any hesitancy or any sort of, a doubt that I can do it. Because when you do it, you have to be very confident in your ability. And so I'll just like send the energy to this person, to Amber, and I'll give it some time because it takes time for all of this to work. And after a while, I'll then just kind of like really like imagine what the healing should look like because you have to know that you have to be aware of how you want the outcome to be. Once you do that, you'll then really, really press in as far as like the intensity of how you want the healing to go. because a lot of times it requires like a lot of intense thinking and concentration on getting this energy to heal the person. Once you do that, you'll then have to be confident that you did what was necessary, that you were able to complete this healing. And if you feel as though you're unsure, about it all, how it went, you can always go back and repeat these different steps. If you hold the crystal in your hand, that can affect how the healing works because when I hold the crystal in my hand, I can feel the energy going up my hand. And it takes time for the energy to travel to whatever location that you want it to go. So if you want the energy to heal your head, it's best that you place the crystal near your head versus holding it in your hand because the energy has to travel from your arm, your hand, all the way up to your head. And, that can affect how quickly things get healed. Another thing is you can make a crystal grid that you stand in, and if you do that, the energy will travel from the floor up. Okay, and so that could be good for like your feet. And as I was saying about how the energy travels, sometimes it's going to take time. It's probably going to um, take quite some time if you're trying to get the energy to help heal your crown chakra or your head if you're starting with your feet. So just kind of consider all of these different things when you want the energy to heal you. But the energy is in the crystal, and until you do certain steps and include the divine, you basically just have like energy in something that's like potential energy that can later become like kinetic energy once you go through these different steps to you have to go through these different steps to actually turn it into active energy. So I think it's good to use crystals because there's so many different kinds and they all have different levels of energy in them. There are some crystals that are very tiny that have a lot of energy in them. And there are some that are huge that have very little energy in them. And what I've found is when, like for instance, if you buy your crystal from the store, if this crystal has been touched by many people, that can affect the energy level in it. So that's something for you to consider. Sometimes crystals can look exactly the same, but the energy level can be different in them. So keep that in mind too. So clear quartz crystals are good for helping you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They help to amplify energy. So these are the types of crystals that will increase your energy. When energy is going in a counterclockwise direction, you have to understand that that's how the energy is pulled in. And when it's going in the clockwise manner, that's how the energy is pushed out. So when you're pushing out the energy, you want to think of negative energy being pushed out. You have to imagine this and envision it. And when you're dealing with the counterclockwise direction, that's when you want to think of positive energy flowing in. So energy can go in so many different directions, not just clockwise and counterclockwise, but it can go up and down. It can pulsate. It can push onto your body. It can do so many different things. Some of the things may make you feel uncomfortable, and some of them will make you feel good. So that's something to consider. But thank you for joining me in this live. And if you would like, because I have a Patreon where I can walk you through all of this, please join me on that, and I will help you with the healing process. It is something that I'm well versed in. I've been able to heal myself and heal people around me. I have a lot of evidence and proof as to how I've done these different things. So thank you and take care.